make the call that he could possibly be heading to that top lane while we see bottom potential trouble. Mind control under the tower. The OG onslaught continues.
Even more kills for them. And I really didn't think that they would have the potential to get this many kills.
All right.
Oh,
rotation. TP. They know he already used that lasso, and Miracle can't get close enough.
Creeps will die, though, for this, which is not the worst thing in the world, but they really wanted that kill. Nice call by 33 to go for the TP. And 33 is looking sharp, man.
Yeah.
Of course, he's very motivated. He has a lot to play for here. He wants to show the world that he's still got it. There's always that syndrome, you have something to prove once you get kicked.
True. And gotta admit, I was a little sus about it. It just being a core Chen, and then the way Nigma were able to just easily dive him at the start of the match and take him out. I thought that it could have been a struggle for him, but you're right.
1K more net worth than this Centaur at bottom. Crow's going to be saying, play like 33, mind control.
Damn. That's not going to make mind control feel good.
No, he's making it work so far. 2 out of the 3 heroes on the side of OG.
10-minute outpost. Nice cancel. That could have cost OG a little bit of an XP boost. Very sneaky by Kuro, but it's going to cost Kuro's life. Top, they have a duel out onto Kuro, and Seb will be earning the extra damage. And that gets him a Blink Dagger too.
Yeah, he needs the damage, by the way. He needs to be able to find the supports in this game because there's so much that actually hurts the duel. There's the relocate, there's the Cold Embrace, which is really, really good against it. It's one of the best counters in the game. Against the Legion Commander.
But we've not yet been in a position where Kuro can bail someone out with the duel, but I'm sure a handy tool to have when the fights really start coming together. I'm seeing a rotation from OG to come to this bottom lane. One, now another. That's going to be 4 OG members looking to secure this bottom tier 1 and take full control of this bottom jungle. They already have the obs wards planted. They're already got the call. The duel's already back up, and they're going for the big bad boy, and they got it.
Yeah, didn't get the damage, but they get the tower too.
Certainly worth.
They are this bottom lane for MC. This is twice now that they've given him the safe lane, and they have ruined his life. Has no net worth. He's even below the 4 position Pugna. Doesn't really have a game or anywhere to really go with this.
But Nigma have Lasso now. They have Stampede. Certainly, they have to make something happen. Here they go. Bottom lane. As they pop the smoke, they already come across Seb. Seb just kind of egging him on a bit, and now No Tail shows up, and it got a bit awkward for Nigma. They were not expecting OG to be already so hostile in their territory, but they are here. They have claimed this territory as their own.
Yeah, don't forget what team this is that you're playing against.
Oh.
These are the guys that will make this play. You might expect to just run into 1 hero, but you're going to find 4.
Yeah, they know they have the numbers on you, or at least will have an even matchup. Miracle's not coming. Miracle's top lane.
Miracle is...
And Wisp is not with him. So he's not going to be here. Now they charge in hard. They're looking to go for Seb. Oh, bump back. Echo, not the most effective. Shakes up mind control a little bit, but they are going to easily shrug that off and take No Tail down. The follow-up kill onto Seb is there. Let's go ahead and try to make it a full trifecta. Moving in for Sumail. Here we go, though. Saksa trying his best. Sucks the life and takes mind control down.
They're going to kill Saksa, too.
Still cost Sumail's life. They'll get Saksa potentially on top of it. This is a big boost of morale for Nigma. Still.
1 hit.
Oh, not enough.
Thought that was going to be the ultra kill. And it all leads with just kind of an awkward setup from OG. They weren't able to get a really good Echo Slam or really a fissure that blocked off anything. And Seb sort of just got chased down. OG's lineup kind of relies on being the aggressor here. When they have to backpedal, they don't do it so well.
And obviously, Nigma had everything up raring to go, and they were going to make something happen because of that little bit of a sidestep from OG.
Look at that sidestep.
And the positioning from Nigma, able to kind of play from the outside in.
Yeah.
OG just got pincered hard.
No Tail thought that he had the perfect Echo, but he did not.
He certainly did not. And, Sumail, unfortunately, ends up being a bit of a bystander, tries to make a hasty retreat. Saksa, credit to him, somehow life sucks his way and finds a way to escape out from trouble. But here we go. Just as we return from the replay, it's OG back on the move. and Seb gets a little bit more damage in the pocket.
And somehow this anti-mage is not highest net worth right now. I figured he would be, but unfortunately he's not. Doesn't really have the best game so far.
Weehaw going
not
deep.
Yet.
They're looking to go for no tail. Stepping from mind control, and there's
Here he
Miracle.
comes.
He's trying to get that net worth lead back with that pop right there.
And Seb is getting further from his team.
Oh no! Pulled from the pack and now going to get separated in further. Saxa. Life drains onto Weehaw, trying to slow him down, but then Curl responds with the ulti, locks them both in spot. Surprisingly, Saxa not eating a whole lot of damage there from Seb, and now it can be mind control in a bit of trouble. He's able to get off the stun, but they quickly isolate him and look to take him down. He does manage to take a cute little courier kill along the way, but as you mentioned, Weehaw.
All those creeps.
Falls
33
too.
came in.
The Centaur
with the
brothers.
zoo.
Oh my goodness, they're so big and bad and buff. Look at them.
And he wants the duel. He's going to get it easily.
Damn.
They're going to grab a mid tower for it, and all of a sudden it looked like the game was okay for Nigma after they got those 3 kills, and it got down to a 1k gold lead. It's just been bumped up to 5, and it happens in a hurry if you're not ready. That's the thing about playing against OG. You have to anticipate this pace. It's go, 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 go.
And surprisingly how much sustained power OG have. Yeah, certainly you have the Chen, and that's great, and the Hand of God, but even Saxa's putting in overtime trying to bail everybody out. Nigma really have to work so hard to get these kills. As we see bottom, Miracle still trying to finish out his Battle Fury. Uh-oh, is he caught and locked from the Centaurs?
The Centaur stuns.
And then No Tail finishes it off. They're going to tip the hell out of 33 for the wonderful setup there. Oh, greedy Miracle.
Zoo, it's insane. He's got 3 stuns and a net. No boots or anything like that, but with drums and a Helm of Dom, he's very tanky. He hits hard.
Chen
And
Overlords, rise up.
Yeah, they're really utilizing their stand-in. They're kind of working around what they know 33 does really well, and that's these micro-base heroes, these Visages, Lone Druids, Broodmothers, Lycans like we saw in the last game. This is his bread and butter, and he has superb micro. He really understands how to push out lanes using his creeps. He gets a lot out of the lanes. Probably has like the best understanding of like how to play core Chen.
And a lot of credit to him, because you have No Tail on the team. No Tail as well has been formerly known as a micro god in his own right. And now to see this new wave of talent just kind of really take it up another notch. It's just fantastic to see as
look at this pressure now.
The zoo pressure coming out from the bottom lane.
And mid, as Saxa is blasting it up with the Pugna. They could decide to go for a very early high ground here. In fact, he's going to ditch mid after the glyph was popped, and they might just go for it. They know that the anti-mage can't really fight at this point, and the amount of wave clear that they have, it's really just this Winter Wyvern. He's got to get here now, or they've got to get this anti-mage to start creep cutting this bottom lane, and you don't want to see him at top. He's not going to take that tier 2 or that tier 1 mid, so you need to start seeing him cut this bottom wave as all the Centaurs are hitting.
Oh,
this is a lot of creeps.
They do manage to quickly take out the Chen with a nice ult there from Kuro. The creeps also will fall. No Tail gets off the dunk. It only assists in finishing off mind control there. Seb moves in, tries to go for the dual finish, but there is a pullback from GH, doing what he does best. Tier 3 is already fallen. Sumail trying to clean house. Dishes out a big flat cannon.
And the rocket hits on the way back.
Oh, GH will pop. He's down and out. No buyback going to be there for him. And they go back on the assault, looking to get the finish of the racks. Now, mind you, Miracle still farming over on the side, not looking to participate in this, already probably accepting that they will lose this set of racks and prepare for later rounds.
Yeah, that's a 17-minute racks that they've just taken. They did lose the Chen for it, so no Chen ulti heal or anything like that. It does have the pipe. And I'm not really sure how Nigma are supposed to fight. They don't really have the best frontliner. The Centaur is so underfarmed that he can't really do too much. And when you go for the double bracer build, it used to be really value in this like really quick meta.
Mm-hmm.
But this doesn't really lead to anything, and they have to play for like this stronger mid-game tempo timing. He doesn't have a pipe, no Blink Dagger on the way. He's got like 400 gold. I don't really know how MC is supposed to recover. 0, 7, and 5. Doesn't really have too much to do in this kind of game where they just run at him. And they need to cut creep waves a lot better. Like when OG just decided to form up as 5 bottom, and you're still just hitting the 2 mid, like the mid wave and the top wave, and you're not cutting bottom, even after you glyph, like it doesn't have to be Miracle. It can be Weehaw as well, but you have to anticipate that move coming. I just don't think they expected OG to go high ground, but that's what has to happen at this point. Somebody has to be cutting waves.
Moves being made, potentially by Nigma. OG, look at the clash. They flank him from the side. The stun's out. Big ult, though, from Kuro. Does manage to isolate and take out Saksa. It will cost him his own life. And then a follow-up takedown is going to be there onto Weehaw. OG punch Nigma back and kick him out of their jungle.
Oh, that... the curse almost always leads to a kill in a game like this. There's just so many creeps, there's so many things, but it doesn't really matter because the overall team fight, Seb is always finding somebody with the jump, and he's trying to just find either the Wyvern or the IO, and he's been very successful in doing so. Now they're going to pick up a Roche, and for Miracle, who's not quite ready to fight, just the Manta alone, with the Battle Fury, it's not enough for him to want to engage 5-on-5. He needs at least one more item before he feels comfortable about taking the engagement. He doesn't really have the stats to fight into that gyrocopter right now.
Yeah, it is such a shame. Like it's the anti-mage stigma. You know, it's like I'm just not ready yet, guys. And of all lineups to go against OG, they are not going to give you that time.
Yeah, this time around though, Miracle, he feels comfortable enough to cut. He should start cutting waves. Like that should be his new primary objective. As it looks like MC will die again.
Oh, GH.
And GH even came up here, but I don't think they kill him.
Run, GH, little GH. Don't do it, no tail. He's gone.
Yeah, he's just... he's just trying to connect to the next wave.
Fair enough. But that does mean like the relocate goes down. It's another pick off on the mind control. And already a chase on. Wow, that did creep from so far away. Aether Lens. Finds connection there, but Weehaw is able to coast away from the haters, back into the safety of his home. But OG are going to start restricting the availability of the map outside of what maybe Miracle can skip over. And they're going to just go for this top tier 2. It's already the final outer tower remaining.
And they really want to go take another set of racks with this Aegis. You want to put all of the pressure onto Nigma. Like you said, restrict map movement to just cutting waves. That would be ideal for OG because even then you'll still get a gold advantage. As I heard...
Yeah, charges out. Bottom
Miracle
lane.
died. How?
What?
What happened? And he got sniped too. It looked like he just got the duel and then sniped him with the nuke. And they're going to go high ground. They're ignoring Seb. They're saying, Seb, good job.
Seb is just pulling the focus. They even commit the lasso for it. And OG just said, no problem. Get inside.
Look at No Tail. He's sticking around to try to cancel TPs. And Mind Control dies to the 2 support heroes.
And he has
trying
no
to get back.
buyback. He's still going to be gone for about 25 more seconds.
Seb's going to get TP'd in.
Oh, we may never see this anti-mage get to play. Look at OG. Threat onto the racks now. Nigma forced to already dig deep. Weehaw, he has no lasso. All he has is a BKB flying. And that obviously is not going to lead to a lot.
Kuro again.
Another duel's there. Insta-snipe of Kuro. Weehaw's forced to take flight and find a safe passage
All right, it's
back
a 22
to the fountain.
minute mega creeps. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. OG still, they still got it. They still got it. You know.
I guess it doesn't matter who they play with. It's just going to work out. This is going to be Megas at 22. I don't think that Nigma can recover from this.
Wow.
And in fact, yeah, they're going to call it.
What an emphatic opener in this league for OG. They come in, they take 2 games, they make us wait a little bit for it, and it takes no time at all to get the series done.
This was a statement game. This was them saying, we're still really dangerous. No Thompson. You don't need him. It's okay. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
They don't have mid one as well.
Yeah.
No mid one, no Ana, no Jarex, but OG just, they keep trucking.
And they're even just like playing different. I mean, Core Chen, Seb in the mid lane with Legion Commander, they just, even if it feels like they're in a situation where they're about to be outdrafted, they just, F it. Let's go ahead and just try it this way and make it work.
I know I fanboyed a lot in that cast, and it's just because, like, as somebody who has a coach, like, OG is the team to watch. Like, you study what they do at all times because they always set the tempo in the meta. Yeah. Every team is kind of aspiring to play at this pace. And for Nigma, I felt like you can't play this like, oh, let's shoot for 35 minutes.
Yeah.
No, OG's like, they're going to play Caveman Dota. You know, they say, like, run at Kuro.
it's so wild. I mean, I know we need to throw it over, but we had just had the privilege of being able to do all these other regions, Southeast Asia, North America, South America, and trust me, I love my North American Dota, and everyone's talking about like, oh, but we got Europe and OG Dota coming, and I gotta admit that was a wonderful series to watch.
That was very
it's just
fun.
insane. It's a lot of fun. But that is just our first series of the day. We have more to come. First, we got to hand it to the panel and have them break down what just transpired in game number 2.
Wow. OG versus Nigma, the hype series. This could be a real good series. OG says, yeah, we'll make it a good series for our fans as they plow down Nigma in that game 2 as well. Guys, what happened? Was it like the hero, the player swap-ups? Did it confuse Nigma, or is their style too slow, maybe like Dakota said?
Me first?
You first.
Okay, I think they're just ingenious in the way they set up their game plan. So they have this last pick Legion. They pick it because of the Bat Rider. They want to lane it against the Bat. So then they're like, okay, well then if we want to lane the Legion against Bat, then we're gonna have a side lane Pugna against the AM. So never mind. Let's just put Core Chen. We know 33 have done this before, and then they also predict that if they run normal lanes bottom, that the anti-mage isn't going to be happy about it. So what happens? The anti-mage, they choose the aggro the anti-mage top on the side of Team Nigma, and they're like, on OG's side, they see this, they predict it, like they scout it, and so they put the gyro bottom. So you just get this reversal. It's like Nigma does the adjustment, and OG knows it's possible, so they set themselves up in a way where Chen, the hero that's going to do its job despite getting a ton of farm, in the lane that's kind of sacrificial, and you have a Chen getting sacrificed, and you have a Centaur getting sacrificed. And I don't know if anyone here has played Centaur, but Centaur cannot afford to have a rough start to the game. That hero just wants to be basically pressuring and bodying on the map, and if he doesn't, that just looks ugly. It's just this ingenious, like, knowing exactly where to dedicate your resources, and it starts at the 0-minute mark. And like that's why I just look at a team like this and they just get it. They just know Dota. It looks so wonky when you think of this like mid-legion, but no, they picked against the Bat. They needed to swap up the lanes. They had this Pugna Chen. They knew it was flex pick, obviously. Like we didn't all know that, but they knew it. And it may look weird, but if you decipher why they did it, it just makes so much sense. And like in Dota, it's so hard to achieve the answer, but it's much easier to look and be like, wow, it just works.
And Seb still got it, man.
Yes, sir.
No real
Yes,
surprise
sir.
from the two-time TI winner, but he managed to
He's all right.
own his mid lane. He did really well there. Bat Rider
One
versus
CS,
Legion
yeah.
Commander, sure, it's good, but he definitely had a pretty big advantage. And then just starting with like the Invis rune where he found the kill onto AM, but then ever since that, he was always finding the back line like he needed to. He was so fast in being able to blink and get the initiation onto the Winter Wyvern or the IO really rapidly. Still found
That was
the
such
AM
a
a handful of
disgusting
times
kill right
afterwards.
Yeah,
To
33
Centaur
Chen,
stop into
man.
Centaur stop into
Yeah.
Fissure, and he just dies.
And I love the fact that they get like Winter's Curse in times and they'll lose somebody, but they just shrug it off. They just keep on going. This Core Chen is so deadly in their game, very similar to the Lycan. OG found a way in their draft to be able to force the high ground very early. We started this entire tournament talking about here's what the matches that we're going to be expecting. We're going to be expecting a fast meta, 20, 30, maybe 35-minute games. And it didn't happen in NA as predicted. Didn't happen in SA or Southeast Asia. But here in Europe, they've got the game plan that is coordinated enough and put together to completion to actually end games like this.
Can I just say that, like, I've been considering stopping in Europe to play some pubs at some point, and seeing a team like OG with like 3 stand-ins and the way they play and like the way that they're able to just work with the players they have 33, so they pick them Chen. Who else plays Core Chen?
Yeah, exactly.
They have a core set of values that they play by, and they just plug in whoever can, and they just do it. And it just makes me just be like in awe of what they can accomplish there, and it just makes me want to experience it myself.
Yeah, you can really tell in the best way. They've got No-Tail probably has like 4 sentences of like, here's how we're going to play.
Yeah.
And it's short and sweet and easy enough for them to be able to understand that stand-ins are just able to like
What hero
fit in.
What hero can you work with that
Yeah,
does
exactly.
that? Yeah.
I could see the 33 Visage. If Visage was at all a good